And this has been 31 years heaped upon team after team. And Mika Zibanejad comes through and scores the golden goal.
The Russians will go home to host the 2013 tournament with a silver medal. As you said, that performance by Makarov is one for the ages.
As soon as the puck is turned over, you can see Zibanejad drive to the net. Put it away, and it turns this celebration on.
What a moment. What an absolutely great moment for the Swedes. So much heartbreak. 7 times they finished second. Since the gold medal win in 1981. That celebration continues.
The critics of the tournament will say Canada wins too often. 4 different winners in the last 4 World Junior Championships. Canada, the United States, the Russians, the Swedes. What a fabulous end to a fabulous 2012 World Junior Tournament.
And 2 years from now, we'll be in Malmo, Sweden for the 2014 World Junior. They haven't stopped yet. And they might not for quite some time. Mika Zibanejad sent back to Sweden after 9 games with the Ottawa Senators, which he did not score. They got off to a slow start with Djurgården in the Swedish Elite League. His 4th goal of this World Junior is huge for the Swedes as they capture the gold medal. Now the post-game presentations by the German All-Stars, the directorate, top forward, defenseman, and goaltender. Well, you thought for years they wanted to ever win it. You know, they won 11 straight without a medal from 97 to 07. That lost generation of Swedish hockey. They had a national summit to try to get the defense, the structure out of the game, and allow free-flowing players. And last year, 28 players were picked by NHL teams in the National Hockey League draft. They're everywhere. Brian Burke joked, you can go to the bathroom without teams being picked in the draft.
In my experience of the European players, the Swedes are the very best of European teams. They buy in, they want to win, they're unselfish, and it's inconceivable that it had been this long, Gordon, since a group of junior players would have won a gold medal.
Johan Larsson, the captain of the Swedish team, will soon accept the World Junior Championship. And for the Russians, bitter disappointment as their run of overtime magic finally comes to an end. They'll bring 9 back next year to Ufa. The Swedes can bring 9 back as well.
Simply the best team won. The team that dominated the game deserved to win was the Swedes.
Number 20, Andre Dahlak is the player of the game for Russia. Heartbreak for him. What a gutsy call by his coach for Harley Dragon. And he came through for him.
Twice. With Makarov bringing him in early against the Canadians and then tonight.
Johan Gustafsson, the 19-year-old who plays in the Swedish Elite League for Luleå, is the player of the game, and the two of them acknowledge tremendous efforts that only they can truly understand.
Only 17 saves for Gustafsson, but how about the stop he made on Guzan at the end of regulation to send the game to overtime?
Now, time for the top 3 players from each team and coaching staffs to select these. Let's receive a watch. The top 3 players for Team Russia are number 3, Andre Vasilevsky. Number 20, Vasilevsky. They named one of the top 3 players for Russia. Didn't get the call in the gold medal game. Kuznetsov and the other players, and Kuznetsov hears it from the Canadian fans. What a wondrous talent he is, though.
Player to watch.
Kuznetsov, the only returning player from last year's gold medal winning team.
Number 14, Max Trieber.
No surprise that Trieber. And defenseman Johan Brodin, all named top players in the tournament by the Swedish coaching staff.
Klefbom was fantastic in the last 30 minutes of this game. Brodin, as you mentioned, had quite a night. And Trieber with 9 goals in the tournament.
I think Royals are excited with 4 defense prospects playing in this World Junior Championship.
Restocking the cupboard.
The tournament record is also left for the best goaltender, best defenseman, best forward.
And now time for the Directford Award. This is top goaltender, top forward, and top defenseman.
Hockey player. Now the officials in tonight's game will be down and recognizing their ball in
Prior to that, we'll have recognition of the officials. Referees, Derek Zalowski and Brent Reimer. Boyd Finster, Saskatchewan, now a Swiss official. Derek Zalowski from Edmonton, Chris Carlson from Edmonton, and Kyle Murchison from Surrey, BC. So with Canada out of the gold medal game, Canadians finally got a chance to work it. So a look at the Director of the Award. Top goaltender Peter Mrazek of the Czech Republic. Top defenseman Canada's Brandon Gormley, and Kuznetsov is named the best forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask the Mile Ice Jim Plisky and Alan Cole to present the silver medals to Team Russia.
Now the Russians will get their silver medals from the co-chairs of this event. Jim Plisky, Lyle Best, and Al Coates. And a record-breaking World Junior Hockey Championship. They smashed the attendance record set in Ottawa in 2009 and put on a tremendous tournament. And Kuznetsov doesn't want to wear it. A year ago, they celebrated one of the greatest comebacks in the history of the tournament with 5 in the third period to erase a 3-goal deficit. This year, they're second. Both goalies can come back for the Russians. Sergeyev, Nemenkov, Kucherov, Yakupov, Grigorenko, Kosov can all come back along with Nesterov. So really the core of this Russian team has a chance to come back. They'll miss Kuznetsov, but they won the under-17 last night in Windsor.
For all the heat that Kuznetsov's taken, as he's shaking hands with the Swedish players, he got to Zibanejad. They embraced. He's let their line through, shaking hands. You have to remember, he's a 19-year-old kid. It's extremely disappointing. Yes, goal celebrations sometimes are over the top. But he showed sportsmanship here as the Russians dejectedly accept their medals.
Let's bring in Bob McKenzie and James Duffy.
Thank you, guys. Terrific finish to what has been a great World Junior Hockey Championship. I think sometimes in this country we define a great World Juniors when Canada wins, but this had, boy, the Russia-Sweden game New Year's Eve, which a lot of people in the building said was one of the best hockey games they've ever seen. The Canadian near comeback against Russia, the other semifinal that goes to a shootout, and now this. And the crowds in both Edmonton and Calgary, always full, always loud. So just an unbelievable performance by the teams and the fans here in Alberta.
Absolutely, James, and I would agree with Ray Ferraro. The Swedes were by far the better team. The Russians looked to me, especially in overtime, like they were completely running out of gas, just existing on the performance of Andrei Makarov, who is draft eligible this year. The Russians get the silver medal plate for Murray Costello. Murray Costello, one of the driving forces as president of the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association, behind Canada's program of excellence. Sweden ends that drought dating back all the way to 1981. I just cannot believe the number of times time Sweden has come to the World Juniors, the teams that we thought were the best on paper, sometimes they look like the best on ice. I remember in particular the stretch between 1993 and 1996, when 4 straight years, Sweden was the second best team behind Canada. Tommy Topp was the coach of the Swedish team back then. Just seemed like there was always some obstacle, but this year was their year. And then his team with Mika Zibanejad, again, Renee said it, he took over that game in the second half.
And Sweden will have true home ice advantage, guys, in a couple of years, as you mentioned, but this is the closest thing you can get to home ice advantage. A long way from home, the way this Canadian crowd got behind the Swedes tonight. We watch the Swedes accept the gold medals, the first for this country in this tournament in 31 long years. Gordon?
Boy, what a remarkable scene here in Calgary. The Swedish team that struggled early on, got into a shootout against the Swiss, and if you didn't see it, you kind of wonder what's going on with the Swedes again. Last year, they beat Canada in a shootout on New Year's Eve, then lost to the Russians in a heartbreaking shootout in the semifinals. The NHL. Dressing room after dressing room, there are Swedish players, and you know they're celebrating tonight. Can't wait to see the Sedins in Vancouver.
They all have their personal wagers throughout their locker rooms. And Gordon, I'm watching these kids go through the line. For some of them, this will be the highlight of their hockey career. For some, they'll go on to NHL or long pro careers. But they will always, always have this moment.
Roger Ronberg said, this year we have a winning mind. Not just good players. Emotional, great to deal with. We've seen him for every game. A year ago, Max Friberg was literally playing in the woods of Sweden at Scoville, in the middle of nowhere. Scouts hardly knew him. Had a breakout World Junior, and a year later, he's a champion. Johan Larsson, the captain, Minnesota Wild first-round pick. A lot of three captains in this tournament. Larsson, along with Michael Granlund of Finland, and Jason Zucker of the United States.
When I think about the way the Swedes are playing today, from the very first minutes, they had more energy, they were more aggressive, they had the puck more often, but what is impressive is they never got frustrated. They stayed with it, continued to push. It was a break in overtime, and finished by Mika Zibanejad.
And now the championship trophy is brought out, and Johan Larsson will accept it from IHF President René Fizel.
Number 6, Johan Larsson to come accept the WIHF Championship Trophy.
Well, they have to wait a couple of seconds longer, but after 31 years, that's nothing.
From the time we saw the Swedes in the pre-tournament game, I thought they were the deepest team. We talked about it, who can win, who's got a chance. They stuck with it. They had 30 years of pressure on their shoulders. And in totality, the best team won this tournament. My first time doing it, Gordon, thank you very much. This was fantastic.
It's addictive.
Oh, what a tournament.
And there's a Swedish flag planted at center ice here in Calgary. And the fans here, I don't think mind a bit. There's the man who scored the golden goal.